Hi, I'm Allison. I'm VP of Product.
Hi, I'm Benny. I am a developer here.
And we're going to walk you through the new MTE Wizard and Schedule. This is something that Benny has been working on for quite a while. And so we're going to show you what the users are going to experience, and Benny's going to talk a little bit more about the details. So the new wizard lets you create tickets as you normally would. So for example, you might have general and VIP tickets. So we'll just add those in here. And you can customize when those tickets are available to go on sale. It's defaulting to today, but if you want to push this out to a different date, you can do that. And then the next thing you're going to do is select the dates when you're going to be open. And so you can do some quick fills, like if you're always going to be open on all the weekends. This is based on when my event is starting and ending. And maybe I'm also going to be open on all the Fridays. And I'm actually going to stay open through the first week in January. So this easy calendar picker makes it simple to select which days your event is going to be open. And then the next thing we're going to do is set up the pricing. So as I'm showing this on the screen, do you want to talk a little bit about what's happening behind the scenes?
Sure. Yeah. The way we're approaching this is we're setting up what we call a time slot rule for every weekday. And let's say for Monday, we set up a time slot rule for it. And we have right now in this wizard that you're looking at, we have one time slot rule for every ticket type. And ticket type is basically, for example, here the VIP ticket that Allison's setting up. And that way, this allows us to customize time slots for every ticket level or ticket type um, in every day of the week.
And so what makes it really simple is you can set up what you want your entries to be like for one night, and copy it to these other nights. But you can also go in and customize. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually saying on Friday, rather than just charging the base price of $25, the general price tickets are all going to be $30 by default. And again, we're going to be able to customize this pricing if you want to have one Friday later on that has a special price, or maybe you have one night that you're open later. But what we're doing in the wizard is really just setting up the basics for your event. And similarly, maybe the VIP price goes up to $75, and I'm just going to copy the same time slots that I have for the general ticket. And I can save that. And I'm going to copy my Friday pricing to Saturday. And so what this wizard is doing is it's making it really, really fast and simple for you to set up the skeleton of your event. And it looks really simple to the user, but as Benny's mentioned, it's kind of using this system of time slots and rules and exceptions and additions to generate everything behind the scenes. And so continue, you just link an existing payment account, or you can set up a new one. And we finished. And so what we get when we go to our dashboard is a schedule page. And this is pulling in all of the things that we just set up in the wizard. And so you'll see it's open on the days that we had selected. And when we click into a specific day, we can see the different ticket types and what time slots are available on the schedule. These color codes are being brought in from over here, and you can actually edit this to make your views simpler. So for example, I want these to be, blue and green here. And this view is just going to carry over to make it really easy and intuitive for you to look and understand what your schedule looks like. So let's say that on the 31st, on New Year's Eve, I want to actually stay open for a little bit longer this night.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk a little bit about what's happening when I'm doing this?
Sure. Yeah, when you're adding a time slot into a day, what we're doing is what we call a addition. It's a time slot addition to this particular rule that you're adding into. And we're calling it addition because it's not something that is defined by the original rule that you created. Is as the name stands, it's an addition to it.
Yeah. And so right here, I have this option to bring these updates to all of my following Tuesdays. In this case, I just want to update for New Year's Eve on December 31st. So I'm not going to select this. So this
Hmm.
is just adding to this one date. And we can click save. And now we see those time slots have been added. And when we go back here, we see the general ticket now has options up until 10 p.m.
Yep.
Um, so, in addition to making tickets available on these different times and things, you can also go and update your pricing at any time. So, we've added this new time slot pricing page, and you can see what the base price is going to be that you've set in the wizard. And we set that, on Fridays and Saturdays, these ticket prices were going to go up a bit. But I think on the 31st, we're actually going to have more people that want to come later on. And so what you're able to do is update the pricing. And I think this is just a really important view that we're bringing into MTE because there's this really complex database and systems of rules. But on the front end for the directors, we're just exposing these calendars and, making it really easy to see what the information is that you've set up and make edits.
Yeah, and we want to make sure that we basically use this calendar-driven way, so that in every of these pages, like pricing, like caps, it's a lot straightforward to the director on what date and what time slot they're putting that setting on to and changing.
Yeah, and we've actually brought this over to CAPS. This is a month view, and this will continue to get changed with different iterations, kind of just exposing the data that's going to help people make decisions about their event. But you can come in here, and you also have this capability to set and manage caps for your event. So, as an example, we've clicked into a Friday, and we can say manage caps for general tickets, and we can say that for each time slot for general tickets, we're going to allow, let's say, 50 tickets to get purchased. And we'll save that. And when we go back to the caps page for the 6th, we're going to see that cap just got applied to every single time slot here. And what's nice is we can say, it's actually going to be heavier traffic at this time, so come in here, and we're going to override this cap, and we're actually going to say that there's going to be 75 tickets available at this time. And again, you come back here, look at the 6th, and you see it's been updated to those 75 tickets. And you see this same pattern, like Benny said, that we're efficiently bringing into different pages. It looks similar to pricing, but it just lets you quickly see the event data and settings that you've created and be able to easily update that. One of the other places we're bringing in calendars is on different reports. So this is the ticket sold report based on the date of the ticket that has been purchased. So for example, I've sold 10 tickets for October 11th for this test event. And people can click in here and get a quick overview, dig into the sales details. And again, this is another way that we're leveraging calendars across different views to make it easy to understand your event data. Let's also show the front end of what the ticket purchase experience is like, and you can talk a little bit about how we are making that efficient.
Sure.
So this is a holiday trolley event, and they're selling tickets for different nights. They have different time slots available, and you can pick different cars. Do you want to talk a little bit about what's happening behind the scenes here?
Sure. So basically, whenever someone visits this page, we will try to detect what is the first purchasable tickets, and we show the month for that date. And as you see, what we're seeing in the top of there was available dates that was highlighted, indicating that those dates have purchasable tickets on there. And whenever you click into them, we'll basically show you the available time slots within that date, and then the ticket types that are under them. We also have other layouts where it would be showing the ticket types first, and then you can pick the time slots within that ticket type that's available.
And how are you keeping it efficient to kind of handle going through all that data and showing things. Like here, we're showing the number of tickets remaining per time slot and per ticket type.
There's a couple of things we do to help bring that data into the front. One is definitely catching. We want to catch the number of the tickets that were sold for every time slots. So whenever we grab those time slots, we basically try to fetch the amount of tickets that were sold for that time slot using the time slot key that we built. And every time slot key is unique. That way we can be able to store the sold tickets for every time slots, and be able to show that data in the front. Nice. That's a little wordy, but yeah.
But there's a lot that's happening. Yeah. So we've come out with a really great beta product for MTE, and what we're working on now is to take this out of beta and release this new wizard, release this calendar with even more functionality. So some of the key things that you're going to see us be adding over the next several weeks and months are more calendar views, a cleaned up calendar view. So this is going to look a lot cleaner over time. We're going to be exposing different types of data to help drive actionable decisions for events. So for example, on the caps page, we want to show you how many tickets you have sold versus how many you've made available. So maybe you can decide to increase your cap or decrease it if you need to. And just really continue to propagate this calendar view into different ways events are going to be looking at their data. So for example, being able to view check-in data via a calendar. We're also going to be adding some more self-serve ticket options. Do you want to talk a little bit about the project that you're starting to work on?
So I'm going to be working on the self-serve ticket transfer. Basically, it's on the self-serve page for the ticket holder. They will be able to select what time slot they would like to transfer their current tickets into, and could be into different dates and with a different ticket type if they want to. And the director also have the options to set, let's say, a transfer fees, and that transfer fee could be overridden depending on the dates. So you could have Monday with a different transfer fee, Tuesday with a higher transfer fee, etc. And each of those days can also have a different transfer cutoff. So let's say on Mondays you want the cutoff to be before 0 o'clock of Monday. You can do that. You can also do 0 o'clock of Tuesday for Tuesday tickets. So that can be dynamic, and it should help the director a lot by setting that up.
Yeah, and I think this is a really strategic project. We found that we're a really good fit, like solving challenging problems. So a lot of the events that we're working with happen outside. What happens if it rains and you need to cancel a night or some of your time slots? Features like self-serve ticket transfer, just making it easy for ticket holders to choose a new date, for you to have those custom pricing options available, whether it's transfer for free, don't pay any price differences on tickets. Those are all really important for making sure events run smoothly. And that's kind of the other piece that you're going to see over time with the schedule. This is going to become more actionable. So maybe you're going to be canceling time slots for Friday, December 6th. And we'll be giving you options. Send an email to all ticket holders and give them the option to move their tickets to a different night, issue everyone a refund, move everyone to a different night. And we'll just kind of continue to build out those actions based on how directors are using the product and how we can efficiently solve problems for them.